everybody. Welcome into another edition of Talking Fitchburg on this Wednesday, July 29th, 2020. I'm Jeremy Crosby. Hope you had a wonderful day. Glad you're here with us tonight as we bring you into another Talking Fitchburg, and a busy one at that. A lot going on here today on the show. We'll be checking in today with the drive-by. Yeah, the Fitchburg Senior Center has been doing a drive-by every Wednesday. Today it was popcorn and soda. And we're going to take you out to that event and show you how much fun it is. If you haven't taken part in it, it's a lot of fun, and we'll break it all down for you here coming up in the headlines. They had dilly bars last week, I heard. So if you haven't stopped out, check it out. And I like that the Senior Center, those folks dress up in some funny costumes. Let me tell you, seeing Mandy in the inflatable. Was she in like the inflatable unicorn or something like that the last time? Oh my goodness. It's they are so much fun, that gang down there. So anyway, we'll be checking in with them on the show today. Also, we'll check in with my friend Bill Balke, your public works director. He'll have your Fitchburg Road construction update. Not only will we get you the update on the main projects, we're going to talk a little bit about chip sealing as well. So stay tuned for that. And then we head out to Fitchrona EMS. Yeah, Jeff Doslick's stopping in, and they're going to be offering a new service with their community paramedic program. We'll have that breakdown for you as well coming up. So many fun guests today. I'm so excited. And we need to roll right into this and roll in on Wednesdays for the Fitchburg Senior Center Drive Up. Yeah, if you haven't done this, it is an amazing program. Started off with a lunch from Oasis and has led to, a lot of fun. Take a look.
So we're at our last of several drive-bys for the month of July. We did a dilly drive-by, we did a cookies and milk drive-by, Oasis restaurant with meals drive-by, we had donuts drive-by from Lane's Bakery. So today we're doing popcorn and root beer drive-by because we wish everyone was beer because we're butter together. Yeah, so we're just doing this to try and reach out to folks and see folks that we're used to seeing on a daily basis, or at least on a weekly basis. So we just want to lay eyes on people and say hi, and we want to know what's popping because we miss everybody. What we're hearing from people is that they miss us just as much as we miss them. We're lonely here without people, and people are lonely and miss us. So that's been good and sad to hear all at the same time, because we are lonely. There's nobody coming in. We've got nobody to talk to except for each other, which is fine. It's fine, but it's just very different. We're wearing masks. We're sending out a bunch of meals every day, and we've got masks on and gloves on, and our meal drivers are doing the same. Today, what we're doing for our drive-bys, we're accepting the donation, a suggested donation of $2, and we're feeding this through the door so that we don't even have to touch you. We also have masks that people can pick up today if they don't have a mask. These masks were made by some of our awesome volunteers, Ruth Ann Snow and Renee Markoff. So yeah, we're hooking people up with whatever we can. We've never really been out of the office. We've always had a presence in the office because we're delivering meals now 4 days a week. So we're around. You can't just come in to see us. However, you have to set up an appointment. So if you wanted to see Amy or Sarah or any of us, you just call and make an appointment. But it's by appointment only. That's the only way we can open our doors, is if we have everybody separated and we're washing things down, sanitizing things after people have gotten done with whatever they're doing here. I think we're gonna have one drive-by next month on the 19th of August, and it's a dollar drumstick drive-by. So you can come and get a drumstick for $1 and say hello.
There you have it. For more information on upcoming events, head out to the website, fitchburgwi.gov. Check out their newsletter. And of course, you can always give a call down to the Senior Center as well. All right, in other news, have you responded to your census yet? Well, you need to do so, like ASAP. Responding to the 2020 census is safe and simple steps towards helping our communities build after COVID-19. Yeah, respond now from the comfort of your home before the census takers begin visiting non-responding households. That happens later this summer. So if you haven't already, please, please, please get your census taken care of. We have information on our website, and all you have to do is search census and you'll get there. Of course, Andrew will share the link today, so you can just dive right in there and get your census done. All right, absentee voting for the August 11th partisan primary is happening, and I know we've run this story repeatedly, but I want to make sure you understand that you need to make an appointment when you come out for this. We want you to make an appointment. Makes it a lot easier for our staff as they're dealing with a lot of absentee voting. Obviously, we've got a lot out there. As far as cleaning, keeping everybody safe, social distance, the whole thing, make an appointment. You can make appointments now through August 6th from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And this on August 7th, they'll extend that for another half hour from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. You need to call the clerk's department, 270-4200, to schedule your appointment. And please indicate if your preference is curbside. No appointments will be taken after 4:15 p.m. Daily there. Remember to bring a photo ID with you and your own black ballpoint pen if you can to mark your ballot. And please wear a mask when you come out, as we are following the Dane County protocols there. But yeah, you can do drive up. You don't even have to walk in. You just need to indicate that when you do set up your appointment. But appointments are highly, highly encouraged right now if you're going to vote via absentee and you're coming down to City Hall. All right, now moving on to government imposter scams. We talked about this with our friends at Department of Ag, Trade, Consumer Protection, but the Better Business Bureau of Wisconsin here has put out a study, and the study finds this. One of the most common scams in the U.S. and Canada today involves callers pretending to be the government officials. Yeah, some claims claim to be the tax officials and representatives from Social Security Administration or Service Canada. Other claims to be law enforcement office and threatens legal consequences. All of them use fear and intimidation to trick victims into turning over all personal information. I'll tell you, I've talked to these people. They are so silly. I mean, and if you just ask just a couple of questions about what they're doing, you'll know right away that these are scams. The government doesn't call you, folks. So investigative study, the government imposter scams reports decreased scams pivot for new opportunities. Better Business Bureau reveals highlights of the risks of common but costly fraud. And this recent AARP survey found that 44% of people in the U.S. have been contacted by one of these imposters. I'm telling you, I've gotten it, and other people have gotten it. The enforcement officials have received hundreds and thousands of complaints to the FTC, that's Federal Trade Commission, reported over $450 million losses in 2015. Something we've talked about with DATCP, report it. It's the only way we're going to stop this. So please do your part and report those and never give out personal information. Don't do it. All right, that does it for our headlines. Coming up next, we open up the digest with your Fitchburg road construction update. That's next right here on Talking Fitchburg.
I expected it to be a lot easier.
I thought it was going to be a piece of cake. I didn't know what step to take next.
I was transitioning from the military.
I was a vehicle gunner.
An avionics specialist.
I was an MP, military police.
My friends thought I could do anything.
I missed my unit, my family.
Playing with my daughter, I felt like a stranger.
I was overwhelmed.
I couldn't sleep.
I just wanted to be by myself.
I didn't have a clear sense of what to do next.
I was too proud. And then I thought, if I'm going through this, other veterans have gone through it too,
Right?
I started to open up.
And it made a huge difference.
So I reached out, and I saw that I wasn't alone.
Because before I was able to take on my next mission, I had to take on just taking care of myself.
To find purpose.
we are not alone. Other veterans have transitioned from the military and overcome mental health challenges. Visit maketheconnection.net.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today is Bill Balke, your Director of Public Works, as we have your Fitchburg Road construction update. Bill, how you doing today?
Pretty good. How you doing, Jeremy?
Living the dream, my friend. We'll get right into this as project's moving along. People are now driving on the new surface, Fish Hatchery Road. Bill, tell us what's going on up there in Fish Hatch.
As you noticed, we're driving on the new pavement, and they've started to remove all the pavement on the old part of the street. So they're working their way through that. They're doing some utility work up there, water main work, storm sewer. It's pretty busy. They're even working on Saturdays now to try to, get ahead of the game a little bit and take advantage of the good weather.
Yeah, we've got a good stretch here coming up for this week through Saturday. So they should get a lot of extra work happening. That project, is that right on schedule as far as everything we're looking at here? Is it all right on track?
Well, it's pretty close to being there. We had a few weather delays and utility delays, but they're getting back on track with working the extra hours out there on Saturday. And we're still shooting for that early October opening date.
Fantastic. Any other news on that project?
Yeah, I don't know if you've been through there. It's a pretty smooth ride. Traffic is adjusting to the new switch, so it's we've got everything as maxed out as we can up there at the Greenway Cross intersection with signal timings. So if there's still backups, there's really not much more we can do up there.
Yeah, be patient when you go through there, and again, put the distractions down as you go through any of these construction projects. Jumping on the other side, this project I did pass through last night at McKee Road. They are moving right along there, and I've got to say the one end where the bridge is going to connect to is looking really good.
Yeah, they've got the stone down for most of that area. They're putting curb and gutter in up there. We're looking at probably 2 to 3 weeks, and they'll be switching traffic over the other side, toward the end of or the beginning of next month. And we are looking at a couple of nighttime flagging operations coming up next week, starting on Sunday. It'll be down to 1 lane of traffic where the bridge area is there. So there'll be flagging operations through there. So you'll still be able to get through both directions, but you may have to stop and slow down while they're doing the work through that area. And that'll be every day next week, starting Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night.
Oh, wow.
Starting around 8 p.m. and being back open to fully traffic by 5 a.m.
Wow. What are they going to be working on that night, you said?
One of the utilities there has to access their vaults underground to connect up and change over some wires. And we need that to get done before we can start building the bridge on the other side of the road. And so this is the quickest way we can get it done and keep the bridge on track.
Yeah, working at night definitely helps with less traffic too. So if you do pass through there at night, please slow down and watch for those flagging operations. We'll do our part here, Bill, to remind people starting on Monday. So, or on Friday for Sunday into Monday, if you will. All right, moving on then to the Lacey and MM project. We're getting some signals at that intersection. Any updates on that project?
Yeah, the contractor's out there now. They'll be moving into the middle area, removing some pavement out there, installing concrete islands, traffic signal bases and things like that. So over the next couple of weeks, they'll be switching traffic around out there. Again, stay slow, stay cautious through the area. There's workers, they don't have a lot of room between the barrels and the cars going by. So just be slow down when you get in that construction area. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, that's a tight area, and some people definitely do race through that area. So please take your time as you go through that project for sure. We do have, so you made sure to explain this to me just before we came on, because I was like, what do you call resurfacing projects? You're like, resurfacing, dude, come on. But you do have chip sealing projects going on different areas. What is chip sealing and where is it happening here And I said chip sealing.
Chip sealing. Yeah, chip sealing is a method of pavement maintenance that we use in the city to prolong the life of the pavement. Basically, we're trying to prevent water from getting into the pavement, under the pavement, and creating frost heaving conditions and potholes. So by doing the chip sealing and sealing it up, every 7 to 10 years, we prolong the life of the roadway and prevent some more significant maintenance from happening, where we have to go in and resurface, which is, I think it's about 10 times more expensive to do a resurfacing than it is to do the chip sealing. So the more we can do that, the longer we can delay all the major construction that needs to happen. And we're just trying to stretch our money where we can.
Yeah, and these projects, do they just take a day to do, or how does that play out when these crews come in to do this? Because they are contracted crews.
Yes, typically it is about a day, maybe 2 days. And what they do is they put down a layer of oil, and then they put down some small stone over the top of it, roll it in. Sometimes we do a double chip seal where we'll put down another layer of oil and another round of chips. Then they sweep it all up. And then a few days later, they'll come back in, sweep it up again, and get all the small stuff off the road.
Yeah, so it doesn't get down in, I'm sure, to the storm sewer and whatnot. So a good thing there. Bill, for people who want to keep up on the latest here for projects, where can they find the latest information on anything going on related to Public Works?
If you go to Wisconsin hold on, where are we at? Fitchburg, WI.gov. It was one of those late night moments here.
I believe it. Yeah, I appreciate you jumping on. I know you had a late night last night, so.
Yeah, Fitchburg, WI.gov, Public Works construction. So we try to keep everything updated there. Falling a little bit behind, but we're trying our best to get the information out there.
Bill, thank you so very much for your time and explaining stuff for us. We appreciate it. Get some rest, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right, thanks, Jeremy.
Yep, that's Bill Balke, your Public Works Director, working hard for you out there, and they're keeping busy on all projects. So we'll take a quick break. More to come. You are watching Talking Fitchburg.
Touchdown! Oh, did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Wait, why does my face look like that? I'm playing with these new face filters. Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. Kevin, I need that back. No. Kevin!
Gaining weight was easy. All I had to do was sit down and eat. Losing weight's a lot harder. I have to work at it every day. But with every step, I lower my risk for type 2 diabetes and heart disease. And that makes every step, every choice, every day very much worth the effort.
Learn how you can help stop diabetes by losing weight, eating healthy, and staying active. Visit checkupamerica.org or call 1-800-DIABETES.
Yeah, Sam, Elmo.
Oh, hey, Julia. Are you ready to play band with us? I'm going to play my clarinet.
And Elmo's going to play his drum. Drum loud.
Oh, well, you know what to do, Julia.
Julia knows.
Mm-hmm. With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music. Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today from Fitch-Rona EMS, it's Deputy Chief Jeff Doslick. Jeff, how you doing out there?
Good morning. I'm doing great.
Great to have you on here. You've got some big news to share with us today as we get an update from you on what's been going on out there. First and foremost, how are all the medics doing? Your staff, yourself, Patrick, how you guys doing with everything going on?
Yeah, I think we're doing really well. We've been rather busy. Call volume picked up from the beginning of the COVID trend, and it slowed down quite a bit. And then the last couple of months, it's picked up. Last month we were even with last year, and the month before that we were above what it was in June of last year, May of last year. So yeah, it's picked up quite a bit. But the medics are hanging in there. We're following the precautions that have been, put forth in the mandate to us as far as emergency services is concerned. We're doing fairly well with our PPE in stock. So, we're just chugging along and making sure that we stay safe.
Glad to hear that. And today we're going to be talking about some big news, something coming down from the public health of Madison and Dane County. Talk about the new testing that you guys will be partnering up with here.
Sure. So we're really excited about this. I think it really is, a tribute to what our community paramedic program has been wanting to do for a long time, and that is getting out and doing community-related work. And it's despite COVID and all the things that COVID brings to us, we were able to use our program to help Dane County public.
Public health of Madison and Dane County.
Yeah,
I've had to say it so many times. It's
Dane County.
Yeah, don't worry.
Public health. So I would just say public health in general. So they are starting to look at doing some pop-up testing for areas that show a cluster of positive tests in the area. So a cluster would be from like a nursing home facility would be a positive test or a cluster of one person. And in a business, it would be 2 or more people. If their epidemiologist determines that they should have those facilities tested as a group, they would contact us if that group is in the city of Fitchburg or the city of Verona or in the town. And then we would go out and do testing for all of the employees or all of the staff. That would include daycares if they happen to have a cluster in a daycare. Then we would go out and test kids if that was necessary. And because we have a pretty, a fairly robust community paramedic program, we'll work with the city of Madison in the event that there's a huge outbreak, and we can send some of our staff out to do testing with their community paramedics as well. So we were really happy to join in with them and make sure that we can get the testing done and keep our community safe.
Yeah, what when you're talking testing here, are we talking the test of is the swab in the nose and is specifically for you have COVID-19 at that time, or is it a different type of testing?
So it would be the same test that they're providing at the Alliant Energy Center. It's just a nasal swab. It's not, not going way back into the nasal cavity. It's just a couple of turns inside each of your nostrils. It takes about 15 seconds, to be honest with you. And then those tests are taken over to Exact Science. And then from there, they're distributed, the results are distributed to public health for dissemination back to the patient, or if it's positive, they'll receive a phone call from public health stating that they were positive.
Talk about the importance of the community paramedic program and why this works so well. Like, this program was meant for this exact type of testing.
Right. Yeah, that's why we were excited to be part of it, because that's really what the vision when Chief Merlin was here, the vision of the community paramedic program was to go out into the community and do good things. And we were able to do some of that with the dementia program with UW and now with Dr. Shaw. And when this came up, we just have the infrastructure. We have people that are available during the day, if they're not working on shift, to go out and do that. And I think it's, the knowledge base that we bring as paramedics and EMTs, it doesn't have to be paramedics, but EMTs and emergency providers, to go out and have the PPE available, to feel comfortable, doing fairly, it's not, I want to say real invasive, but it is semi-invasive to stick a nasal swab up somebody's nose, to be able to be comfortable doing that and getting that information back to public health. I think that's what the community paramedic program is for. And we're fortunate that we have some great communities, Fitchburg and Verona in the town, that set money aside each year for our budget to be able to have time to pay staff to go out and do this kind of stuff. So
yeah, this is an awesome program. So you're talking nursing homes, and then so this will include the Fitchburg, Verona, basically your EMS district as a whole, correct?
Right. So that was initially the discussion was to do it in our community, and that will be our focus. What I did suggest to public health is that if they happen to have a cluster somewhere in the county where they need assistance, currently this is being done by the City of Madison community paramedics in their community in Madison. But I had mentioned that if for some reason, we don't have any here, that would be wonderful. Then we know that our communities are doing well. But if we happen to have staff available and they happen to have a cluster somewhere where they need assistance, we're willing to reach out and provide some assistance to them as well, as I'm sure they would to us if we needed it.
Yeah, the cool thing about anything with emergency or safety in general is everybody works together really well. And this is no exception. That Dane County is a very strong county when it comes to emergency services across the board. No question about that. And this is just another step up for Fitchburg. You guys are doing some great work out there, Jeff.
Yeah, thank you. We're working hard, and our goal is to have our communities be as safe as possible, and to stay ahead of this. And we know with the uptick in positive cases and throughout the county and throughout the country, actually, that the more that we can do to keep people safe, and that's why we're here, the better off we all will be in the end.
Yeah, absolutely. Jeff, thank you so much for sharing. Very excited to talk about this as it gets going. We'll check back in with you on this, of course, and check with you next month on an update from the service. Stay healthy out there. Tell everybody to stay healthy out there, and we look forward to having you back on the show.
Yeah, it's good talking with you. Thank you so much for getting me on.
No problem. That's Jeff Doslake, your Deputy Chief of Fitchburg EMS, and I said we'll check back in, and as soon as we know if they are out testing, certainly we can pass on some of that information when available. All right, we'll take a quick break. You are watching Talking Fitchburg.
You could be spreading the coronavirus without realizing you have it. So follow guidance from authorities where you live and do your part. It's important to limit in-person interaction with anyone outside of your immediate household, but phone and video chat are safe ways to connect. It's also important to limit any social gathering. This advice applies to people of any age, including teens and younger adults. Visit coronavirus.gov for the latest information.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides at aarp.org/caregiving.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps. Did Pete saying mean things bother you?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Wrapping up the show for the day, I want to thank all of our guests, Fitchburg Senior Center, for helping us out and sharing their great Fitchburg drive-up at the Senior Center. You got to do that if you haven't done it. Also, talking with Bill Balke in our Fitchburg Road Construction Update, and Jeff Doslake from Fitchburg EMS. All great guests, regular guests here at the show. We appreciate everyone's time. And Andrew will get all of those posted up to social media, so you can check out those interviews and share them. We may want to hear from you. And speaking of that, staying connected with FEC TV could not be any easier. That's right. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're out on all the cable TV providers in the city of Fitchburg. We're on Apple TV and Roku. And we're always online. FitchburgWI.gov. You can go and watch any of our shows, meetings, and more. It's all there at your fingertips. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you back here tomorrow.